Mexico's GDP per capita in 2024 is still less than Canada's was in 1975, adjusted for inflation. One economy runs on cruise control, the other hits turbulence every decade. Canada has room to breathe, literally. Mexico? It's a 130 million person puzzle crammed into half the space. That density doesn't explain the gap, but it starts the conversation.
This chart compares the same indicator, GDP per capita, current US dollars, across Canada and Mexico. At the latest point, Canada is higher and Mexico is lower, but the line shape matters as much as the endpoint. A crossing line would mean a different story than a gap that never closes.
The latest snapshot for population total gives us a direct side-by-side read. This is not the whole movie, but it tells us where the countries stand at the most recent observation. The rest of the video explains how they arrived there.
This chart compares the same indicator, population total, across Canada and Mexico. At the latest point, Mexico is higher and Canada is lower, but the line shape matters as much as the endpoint. A crossing line would mean a different story than a gap that never closes.
For GDP, current US dollars, Canada and Mexico do not move as one block. The latest available reading puts Canada ahead at 2.2 trillion, while Mexico sits at 1.9 trillion. The useful part is whether the gap widens slowly or opens suddenly. Canada's life expectancy is almost 7 years longer than Mexico's, and that gap matters more than it seems. Health isn't just a lagging indicator, it's a leading signal of economic strength. To close the comparison, this chart switches from size to movement for GDP per capita, current US dollars. Relative change helps a smaller starting point compete fairly with a larger one. That is often where the most revealing country contrast appears.